time to spill the beans. We just mutated on Anaki James. Tiger blood, Charlie Sheen. Leadership level like a college dean. Addicted to the truth like crack is to a fiend. The elites killed the American dream. Along with Epstein, let's rage against the machine. Momentum picking up and I'm hardly burning steam. Positivity never makes it mainstream. The country's torn like some Levi James. Cutting the lawn, but I'm barely making greens. Give it to you straight like a laser beam. This fucking reality is not what it seems.
Whoa, hey, what's going on, guys? You're watching the Off Topic Show right now on all social media. Make sure you guys are using promo code OFFTOPIC to save 20% off your monthly and yearly subscriptions when you guys subscribe using promo code OFFTOPIC. There's so many awesome shows on the network, but make sure to show your support for the Off Topic Show by using promo code OFFTOPIC. Now let's get into it. We all know the stocks went down. That's why they did the rebranding back. That's why they went back to the original logo. Also, Donald Trump had something to do with it too. And Uncle Herschel, we thought they took him out. We thought we were done, folks. We thought this was going to be another Bud Light. We thought he was going to go up to where all the other brands are, up in brand heaven because of wokeism. But then we started thinking, doesn't matter if you're black, white, Democrat. It doesn't matter. None of that. Because we weren't going to let that happen. Because we know that we can fix it. And these woke biscuits are just not the way. And Rosie O'Donnell, I mean, if she's not spreading misinformation about the Pew Pewer the other day, I mean, dude, she just, honestly, I think this is a prime example of not just TDS, but here, get this. It's called loser syndrome. When you're a loser, you want to bring people down. You want to be negative. You always want to look at the negative instead of look at the positive. And I'm positive Rosie, I can't wait for Rosie to post her TikTok. Like, who actually waits for her to listen to her talk? Not to mention she's pulling hair out of her mouth and picking lint off of, she has the camera right here. It's like, Rosie, pull the phone back, breathe. Everything's going to be okay. You're living better than 80% of the people in the world anyway. With that being said, let's get back to our topic of discussion. All right. It's the Cracker Barrel. All right. The CEO, which we thought was Garth from Wayne's World. Let's be honest. We all thought it was Garth. Garth, is that you? No, it's not. Well, let's get right into it. Let me show you. Let me show you guys, because people are speaking out. One guy actually worked. Listen, this one guy actually worked at Cracker Barrel for 8 years. And even though they're switching the branding back, the quality of the food has been going downhill. Why would you spend $30 for a microwaved meatloaf? You know what I mean?
I think what's happening in the front of house of Cracker Barrel is bad. You should know that what's happening behind the scenes in the back is even worse. I worked at Cracker Barrel for 8 years as a cook, and it's slowly gone downhill with a rapid acceleration in the past year. Let's start with biscuits. You can see here, they're frozen now. What they used to do is I used to make these pans of biscuits every day for like an hour. That's how long they would last, because we went through them. And they would be hot and fresh straight out of the oven for the guests. And now they freeze them for days ahead of time. So what you could be getting is days old, and they just put them in a warmer for about 40 minutes, and that's what you're getting. And that's why they look like this now, instead of those nice big thick fluffy biscuits with butter smeared on top. No, you're getting frozen nothing. And the same with dumplings.
Okay, wait. So you mean to tell me, instead of taking that classic recipe and making it from scratch, this corporation is trying to beat around the edges to basically drop the quality, bank on the fact that the brand is such a staple in the minds of so many Americans that they're going to go there anyway. And some will continue to go. Some will go one last time, like the people we're going to find out in this video. A lot of people don't like these woke biscuits. I guess what I'm saying is it's just another prime example of corporate greed. Another prime example of, hey, you know what? We need to make a lot of money, and drop the quality of the food. I mean, are you going to pay this much for a woke biscuit? Like, what is that? And, you know, and meanwhile, yeah, look, meanwhile, where's my other video I have right here? The food looks like plastic. Here, let me play their video. Look.
Cracker Barrel tonight for dinner. Our rolls are tiny and hard.
Biscuits are hard.
Oh, this
very
one
hard.
biscuits. And it is so good. Hold on, we'll send this over. Hold on. There's nobody here. However, my husband's food looks really good.
They were staying condos. Sell the campus.
That boy listens to everything. Like, he don't miss it.
Not even a little bit.
Okay, we just got done. I will say the hash brown casserole tasted like literal cardboard. It was awful. They changed that, and even the waitress said they had completely changed the recipe on that. My dumplings are not the same dumplings that they used to be. The mac and cheese was actually still good. That wasn't bad.
Coleslaw flub. So
Yeah, the coleslaw was awful. Overall, I probably would not be back. Unfortunately.
done.
Yeah, I was really sad because I usually love Cracker Barrel, and
I'll come for breakfast and try it. See
Yeah.
if it's changed.
I'll
and
say
then
I'll do breakfast. Try breakfast. Overall, I'm not impressed, and I'm not okay with it. But anyways, you guys have a great night. Bye.
Bye. You know, some people were talking about this woman. Listen, I don't want to be a dick. All right. Some people were talking about the woman in this video and how she was doing the bird. Do you guys know the bird? Does anybody know the bird? Yeah, it's kind of mean that they did this. You know, the internet is such a brutal place. Look, the bird. Little pecking at the seeds. Well, guess what? The founder of this place, 93-year-old Herschel or something like that, they never even asked him. They never even asked the man who started this. What would he think of the rebranding? Well, guess what? The local news went to him and they asked him, and guess what?
The other day.
Oh, that's crazy. That's nothing. It's a bland nothing. It's pitiful.
Do you think she knows the story of Cracker Barrel?
I don't think so. I heard she was at Taco Bell, but what's Taco Bell know about a Cracker Barrel? And country food. And the food is something that you need to work on. Spending $700 million to do that is all I've been doing. I'm just throwing money out the street.
And this man has a point. I mean, look, you guys know the story about Colonel Sanders? Colonel Sanders wasn't popping until his later years. And then he sells the recipe for what? I think a couple million. The classic video of Colonel Sanders. Maybe I can pull it up right now. I'm almost debating and trying to just buy myself some time. Let me see. Colonel Sanders video. Let me see. I'm on X. Colonel Sanders. No. Anyway, long story short, they took his recipe. They gave it. He got a couple million. Colonel Sanders from KFC admitted that he was good. However, he was upset that they basically went and made so much money off of it, off his face, off of everything. And then I guess what I'm saying is Cracker Barrel, they're using the logo, the icon, the nostalgia, and they're bringing down the quality. And this guy doesn't even understand. He's like, what's that CEO who used to work at Taco Bell? What does a person like that working at Taco Bell, what do they know about country style food? Nothing. And I might sound a little over the top like gravy on biscuits, but I'm telling you, it's disrespectful to this man. And when people are trying to ask that CEO some questions, well, this is what she had to say.
Why is Cracker Barrel changing its logo back? What's Cracker Barrel's plans?
Cracker Barrel's plans are, listen, I'll be straight up with you guys. I don't know how she still has a job. Now, if anything, she should get bumped down lower into some other position. I mean, you just lost the company hundreds of millions of dollars here. So it would only make sense that if we were running a business, you lose us over 100 million, a couple hundred million. I don't know what you're doing here. Like, you need to get fired, or you need to because guess what? The workers of the establishment, they're crying out for help. And something tells me this Karen is not really Karen.
So as y'all can see, I work at Cracker Barrel as a waitress, and we're struggling. You see all these people? We all got here at 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Well, I got here at 4, and I've only had 3 tables tonight. Everybody has had like 2 or 3 tables max. I say at least like 9 tables their whole shift. Like tonight, I've only had 3 tables, and I've made $13 total. So yeah, Cracker Barrel, what are we doing? What? Something's got to give, y'all. People got families to feed.
Yeah. People have families to feed, but I have to tell you something there, Kelly. Or can we take a gamble? Her name's closer to probably Letitia. But hey, I'm going to go ahead and call her Kelly. She could be a Kelly. With that being said, Kelly, I have to let you know, corporations don't care. It's all about making profit. How can they make more profit while skimming down everything else, like quality? And I'll tell you what. Having biscuits frozen. Let's go back to the other video. What else are they doing wrong? Because they may have changed back to the original logo. But the food, ladies and gentlemen, as this man keeps pointing out, who worked there for 8 years, the quality is all downhill from here. Newfound glory.
Just like 7, 8 pans of dumplings at a time, and freeze them instead of having nice fresh dumplings cooked for you. It's disgusting. Look at that. Next, meatloaf. It's microwave now too. Originally, when I first started working there, I would make multiple for the day, and then you would get a nice fresh hot piece of meatloaf. And now they cook 8 to 12 to 15 a day, and then bag them up like this for you and microwave it. Just a nice microplastic piece of meat. It's so gross. I mean, look at that. I don't want to eat that. I didn't want to serve it to people. That's why I don't work there anymore. Things like the fried apple, green bean, the pinto beans. I mean, they're bagged up at the end of the night, and then you are probably getting a nice microwaved side as well with your nice microwave meatloaf. The way it used to be done is they would be cooked every day fresh in a kettle. They would boil them, and now instead of that, they're even putting them in pans and water and then baking them because it's faster and you can keep up with it a little bit better. But it was just change for the sake of change. Microwaving this is absolutely disgusting, and I can't believe they actually wanted us to do that for people.
Let me pause it right here, because this person in the chat hit it right on the head. This is a corporate dine and dash. Is a new CEO rebrand, goes woke. Then they take all the money right before the fire sale. That makes sense. So everybody else woke. Okay, that makes sense. So the Cracker Barrel over so many plus years grew this equity. It had in our minds, it was living rent free. The logo, the brand, Southern food, Southern comfort, right? And then it makes sense. It had all this equity within the brand, all this trust, right? Maybe that's why they call it a trust, when you put your money into a trust. Because, oh my gosh, wait, I'm being serious. Is this some Jordan Maxwell? You put your money into a trust, and you trust that. Anyway, we trusted the brand. We trusted it. But then they abused it. And you know what? That's right. They brought it up just to take it all away. Man, I'm glad I got people like this up in the chat. You know what I mean? Look.
Bacon doesn't touch a grill at Cracker Barrel. If you go to Cracker Barrel, you're getting baked bacon. All of it. You don't get a choice on how it's cooked. I mean, sometimes there are some different. I mean, this is legitimately what they were serving to people sometimes. I say it was me. I had to do it. None of the corporate people had to do that. Sometimes there was a little bit of difference between how it got baked on the same sheet, but this is what they had us give to human beings. So you should know this is not the worst of it. The worst of it is in the back, and it's what they're giving to their supposed guests. You're spending money on microwave nothing. And it's all for the sake of the stockholders and the corporate side, because they can't help but ruin the guest experience for their bottom line.
Oh, and that's the bottom line, because the old worker said so. You guys, you've been watching the Off Topic Show right here on YouTube, Compound Censored. You've been watching on X. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're everywhere, folks. And that's why you're watching us right here. Listen, I told you guys this once, and I'll tell you again. Make sure you guys are using promo code OFFTOPIC to save 20% off your monthly and yearly subscriptions when you guys subscribe using promo code OFFTOPIC. There's so many awesome shows on the network, but make sure to show your support for the Off Topic Show by using promo code OFFTOPIC. If you have an Android or iPhone, make sure you get the Censored app so you can be tuning in right there. We have a great online community on the network, and I look forward to reading your guys' comments. My podcast is Monday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. With that being said, before we get out of here, we have some breaking news. My latest single, Chillin', featuring Doggy Style and Sav Did It, is available now. And since I like you guys, I'm going to go ahead and play a little snippet. You can find the YouTube of my music profile under Noise Vivo. That's Noise with a Z. So before we leave, I want to say stay high, stay positive, stay highly positive, and go check out my latest single, Chillin', merchandise over at stayhighlypositive.com. Where is the merchandise at, Matt? Right here, stayhighlypositive.com, official Off Topic Show merchandise. And if you type right here, look, White Noise, you'll see all the White Noise inspired merchandise. Look, here's even me right here. Look at, that's the front. The back is right here. That's me. That's a cartoon version of me. But the bags are sold out. These actually, we'll have to make some more of these. But yeah, White Noise. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and play that single right now. And I will see you guys later. Thank you. This is only like a little bit. It's a little clip, a little snippet. All right.
In the back, everybody wants to take a pinch of your fucking sack. That's why I'm chillin', chillin' like a villain. That's why I'm chillin', got my Mary Jane, don't need that penicillin. That's why I'm chillin'. That's why I'm chillin'. That's why I'm chillin'. That's why I chill. Motherfucker, that's why I'm so goddamn real.
I'm big chillin', trying to get a million. Counting money in the morning is a really good feeling. Ready and willing, so you know my life appealing. Big old house in the burbs with the 12-foot ceiling. I'm living good, give a fuck about what a hater say. I'm on a paper chase and I ain't talking paper planes. Came from nothing, homie, I was struggling day to day. Instead of making wishes, I just had to go and make a way. And that's a given, it was hard in the beginning with evictions, roaches crawling on the walls in the kitchen. I never folded, never bended, never quit it. Now look how I'm living, say I really did it. And that's why.
And that's why I'm getting out of here. Go check out the track, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching the Off Topic Show. Stay highly positive. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell on YouTube.
The veins, we just mutated on a Knocky James. Tiger blood, Charlie Sheen. Leadership level like a college vein. Addicted to the truth like crack is to a fiend. The elites killed the American dream. Along with Epstein, let's rage against the machine. Momentum.